Some baby animals are so adorable, they look like they've stepped out of a fairy tale. From tiny jelly beans with legs to fuzzy little creatures with neon bright ears, these babies are a whole new level of irresistible. Nature knows how to surprise us with its imagination, and these tiny marvels are living proof of that. These are the 15 most bizarre animal babies that will make you do a triple take. Number 15. Gray seal pups. These are super cute little sea dogs. If you're craving serious cuteness, baby gray seals never disappoint. These soft-eyed, pudgy babies look like ocean puppies with built-in charm. Most gray seal pups are born during freezing winter months. Sounds brutal, but it's actually smart. In summer, the ocean's loaded with fish, so moms bulk up before giving birth. That way, when winter hits, they've got enough energy to raise their pups. At birth, the pup's body is packed with the nutrients it needs to grow. Now here's the fun part. Once she gives birth, mom disappears for about 2 weeks. The pup stays behind, solo, chilling and adapting. While mom's off handling her own business, the pup naps and adjusts to life on the ice. Its soft fur keeps it warm while it figures things out. Even though mom's gone, the pup handles itself just fine. Gray seal pups might look like fluffy puppies, but they've got serious survival instincts built in. Number 14. The aardvark baby. When it comes to odd-looking newborns, this one absolutely wins. Imagine a bald, wrinkly little creature with oversized ears and a snout that could pass for something out of sci-fi. So, does it look cute? Well, maybe in a what did I just see kind of way. Born weighing just over a kilogram, baby aardvarks are basically tiny, furless aliens with saggy skin and not a trace of fluff. They don't fit the adorable mold, but they've got strange charm. As they grow, fur starts coming in, their ears perk up, and they begin to resemble the odd but lovable animals we quietly admire. Native to sub-Saharan Africa, they're born ready to dig. By 6 months, they're already skilled at tunneling, able to dig a meter of soil in under 30 seconds. At 2 years old, they're adults, though many stay close to mom. In the wild or captivity, these weirdos steal all the crowd's attention. Number 13. Falabella foals. If you think all horses are towering and majestic, think again. Meet the Falabella, the tiny horse that could easily pass for a baby even when fully grown. These little ones are technically miniature horses, not ponies, yet still among the smallest equines you'll ever see. And no, you won't find anyone riding these cuties, unless it's a small child, since they're barely a foot tall at birth. Hard to believe they're actual horses. Their compact size comes from decades of selective breeding, and they're native to Argentina. Imagine walking a miniature horse instead of a dog. Although adorable, it'd probably be a bit much for the horse. Here's the wild part. Falabellas are so small they're often carried around like baby dolls. No show jumping required. They're essentially lap-sized horses you can scoop up and cuddle. While other horses gallop and trot, Falabellas simply exist, tiny, fuzzy, and effortlessly stealing the spotlight. Number 12. Panggalins. If baby aardvarks seemed odd, hold on. Let's slide further down the family tree and meet the pangolin. These scaly newborns look like something designed by a kid who just discovered spikes. But baby pangolins, or pango pups, are unbelievably cute. At birth, they're not the tough, scale-covered tanks we know. Their armor isn't hardened yet, leaving them soft and pink, like squishy marshmallows. Within a day, their scales begin hardening, giving them that signature shell that eventually makes them some of the most armored animals alive. What really sets pango pups apart is how they travel. They don't walk, they cling to their mom's tail. And if danger comes, the mom curls up with the baby, still hanging on, forming a moving fortress. For 3 to 4 months, they nurse, then start foraging for ants and termites. By 2 years old, they're grown. A pangolin's life is armored, quiet, and unlike anything else in the wild. Number 11. Baby hippos. When you picture a baby hippo, think less balloon animal, more squishy tank with attitude. These compact creatures arrive in the world already making a statement. With their reddish-purple skin and big, curious eyes, they somehow manage to look sweet and slightly mischievous. After spending 8 months in the womb, they're born weighing between 50 to 110 pounds. A solid start for something still figuring out where to stand. For the first few months, they nurse mostly on land before venturing into the water. But here's what's oddly charming. They don't just dive in. They learn to swim gradually. Once they're ready, they have a built-in trick, a membrane that shields their eyes underwater, giving them perfect vision below the surface. As they grow, they become more independent, and by 6 to 8 years, they're fully mature. With a 36-year lifespan, they've got plenty of time to float through life, muddy, massive, and majestic. Number 10. Baby elephants. If you believed newborn animals were all gentle and elegant, wait till you see the baby elephant. These massive infants arrive like toddlers who just realized gravity exists and brought extra. From the minute they're born, these charming, unsteady giants prove that size doesn't mean coordination. A baby elephant can weigh up to 268 pounds and stand about 3 feet tall right from the start. That's like a compact refrigerator with floppy ears and an irresistible urge to stumble over itself. Asian ones are slightly lighter, around 200 pounds, but still hold that sturdy 3-foot build. They're not graceful, more like giant puppies with no footing. But what balances all the awkwardness? Well, their mothers. Elephant moms are always nearby, overflowing with affection and protection to help their calves through those clumsy years. And speaking of moms, elephant pregnancies last an exhausting 22 months, the longest of any mammal. That's serious commitment. These baby tanks grow into unforgettable legends. All right, guys, now let's move to number 9, baby platypus. Well, now let's talk about one of nature's strangest and unsettling creations. The platypus looks like someone mashed together a duck, a beaver, and an otter, then hit shuffle. Flat-footed, bill-wearing, and webbed all around, it's a walking anomaly. But the baby version is even weirder, and somehow cuter. They're among the only mammals that lay eggs. After laying, the mother incubates for about 10 days, and when the babies hatch, they're the size of a lima bean. Seriously, you could hold one in your palm and barely feel it. The mother keeps them warm using her tail and feeds them with milk secreted from her skin. They nurse for 3 to 4 months while learning to swim. These bean-sized creatures drift between cozy burrow naps and early swimming lessons. Eventually, they grow into the full oddball form, beaked, webbed, and wonderful. A baby platypus may be tiny and strange, but it's absolutely unforgettable. Number 8. Stingrays. Stingrays might carry a bad reputation thanks to past tragedies, but the truth is, they're surprisingly calm and graceful. Watching a mother stingray give birth is like seeing underwater choreography in motion. She can deliver anywhere between 5 to 13 babies at once, and they emerge already shaped like miniature versions of their adult selves. While still inside, they're nourished by yolk, then receive special uterine fluids for that final growth push. When born, their wings are folded tightly against their bodies, almost like secret capes waiting to spread. The moment they hit the water, those wings unfold, and they swim like they've known how forever. There's no training phase. They instinctively understand what to do. They don't need mom for swim lessons or feeding tips. Within minutes, they're gliding off, completely capable of handling life on their own. Stingray pups are born prepped, polished, and ready for the deep. No drama, no delays, just instinct, elegance, and quiet independence. Number 7. Panda cubs. If you've seen one, you know they're cute. But we say just one thing. Don't be Musk. They're also total chaos, and they can confirm your meeting with your creator. At birth, they're completely blind and helpless. probably bumping into walls while figuring out their surroundings. But don't mistake their squishiness for softness. These fluff balls have wild instincts. You definitely don't want to get too close when mom's around. Mother pandas are no joke. For the first several days, she doesn't even leave the den. Not for food, water, anything. She's all in. After that, the cub stays. Inside for another 2 months, growing and preparing for the world. At about 3 months, it starts crawling out and exploring. Panda cubs take their time. They're lazy, goofy, and ridiculously lovable. Like your friend who naps all day but still becomes the life of the party. They trip over their own paws, nap in awkward spots, and somehow still manage to be absolute stars. Number 6. Axelottals. These amphibians aren't just strange-looking, they're evolutionary outliers. With feathered gills, wide grins, and squishy limbs, they look like underwater emojis. But when they lay eggs, they mean business, up to 600 at a time. Their hatchlings resemble tadpoles more than anything, but that doesn't last. Over time, they take on their signature look, complete with delicate fringed gills and an uncanny ability to regrow body parts. We're not just talking tails. Axelottals can regenerate limbs, spinal tissue, even parts of their heart and brain. Their bodies start rebuilding from central tissue and reconstruct whatever's missing. It's like watching real-time recovery, no bandages needed. Scientists still haven't fully cracked how they do it, but these little creatures remain a goldmine for regenerative research. They never undergo full metamorphosis like other salamanders. Instead, they stay in their aquatic juvenile form forever. In the world of biology, axelottals are the soft, smiling glitch in the matrix. All right, guys, now let's talk about something more cuter. Number 5, flamingos. Flamingo chicks start off like blank slates, no pink anywhere, just soft white fluff. They're tiny, squishy, and resemble walking cotton balls. Hard to picture them becoming those vivid pink birds we all recognize. The famous color doesn't appear immediately. Once they start eating algae and other carotenoid-rich foods, their bodies absorb pigments. Over time, those pigments settle in their feathers, slowly creating that signature hue. Growth-wise, they begin with plump little bodies and stubby necks. As they age, their necks stretch, bills narrow, and they transform into the elegant birds we see gliding through lagoons. Flamingo chicks don't linger in the nest long. Just 5 days after hatching, they leave to join other baby flamingos in the flock. They form a tiny squad where they explore, feed, and learn from each other. They observe, imitate, and pick up flamingo life skills fast. From fuzzy marshmallow to glamorous waiter, flamingo babies grow with serious style. Now, the fun fact is that they can sleep while standing on one leg. Number 4, ladybug larvae. Ladybugs might be the charmers of the insect world, but their babies don't exactly follow the cute script. When those tiny yellow eggs hatch, what crawls out looks more like spiny black worms than anything you'd call adorable. Covered in spikes and dark markings, these larvae are a far cry from the shiny red beetles we all know. The cycle begins when a female deposits dozens of eggs on a leaf. Within a few weeks, the larvae emerge with one job: eat relentlessly. They tear through aphids, plant matter, and anything else they can consume. As they grow, they molt several times, shedding their skins like armor. When they're fully fed, they attach to a leaf and begin transforming. Inside their pupal casing, they break down and rebuild completely, forming new legs, wings, and that iconic coloring. Once the process finishes, the familiar spotted ladybug appears. But before the glam, it's all grit. Nature doesn't do shortcuts, even for ladybugs. Number 3, lump suckers. Well, yeah, that's their real name. And no, it's not a band or some weird multi-billion-dollar company. These quirky little fish might not win beauty contests, but they've got one feature that makes them stand out: dads. A suction cup under their belly fin lets them stick to rocks like aquatic glue. Once the female lays her eggs in rocky crevices, she pretty much checks out. Then it's Dad's time to shine. He latches on and guards the eggs like an underwater bouncer, constantly fanning them with his fins to keep oxygen flowing. No drifting, no predators, just non-stop babysitting. He doesn't leave until the eggs hatch. It's rare in the fish world, where moms usually do most of the heavy lifting. But not here. Lumpsucker fathers carry the full load, literally. They're proof that sometimes the smallest, oddest-looking creatures have the biggest parenting energy. No medals, no applause, just quiet, sticky dedication on the ocean floor. Number 2. Dumbo Octopus. This octopus is equal parts deep-sea oddity and floating plush toy. Named for its floppy, ear-like fins, it moves through the ocean with slow, elegant flaps that feel almost unreal. These creatures live at extreme depths, over 13,000 feet down, in darkness that never lifts. When they hatch, they're smaller than marbles but already complete. Inside their eggs, they develop every feature they need: fins, suckers, a functioning brain, and natural instincts. Once they emerge, there's no family support system, no hiding place, just the vast, cold ocean and survival. For the first few days, they rely on a yolk sac to stay alive. Then, they begin hunting. Despite the pressure, the cold, and the isolation, Dumbo octopuses manage to thrive. They move with quiet confidence, gliding through an unforgiving world like they were born for it, because they were. Beneath that soft, cartoonish look is a creature made to conquer the deep, one silent flap at a time. Number 1. Hummingbirds. From the moment they hatch, their story is anything but slow. The father? He's out after the first act. Once mating's done, he vanishes, and it's all on Mom. She lays 2 eggs, each on separate days, but somehow both chicks hatch simultaneously. Each egg is no bigger than a jelly bean. Once hatched, the mother feeds her babies in a way that's both bizarre and efficient, by regurgitating food directly into their mouths. For nearly 3 weeks, she tirelessly keeps them nourished, darting out constantly to collect nectar and insects. As they grow, their wings strengthen fast. By the 3rd week, they're already flapping like pros. Within days, they leave the nest permanently. There's no looking back, no returning home. One moment, they're featherless, dependent blobs, and the next, they're zooming through the trees like seasoned flyers. Their growth is rapid, intense, and final. Hummingbird babies don't linger, they launch. With that being said, that's it from us. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you very soon in the next one.